Guys, ChaseWins.com. Early Friday morning, December the 10th, 2021, kicking off what will be another fantastic weekend to remember for everyone. We're going to do a little recap of what we've got going on for Friday and what we've got going on for the rest of the weekend, some possibilities of some things that may be coming around over the next 24 to 48 hours. Need to get this video done early. I'm not going to post it till later today because I want to see how this play or these plays turn out that I'm going to give you. But these are ones that I'm, all but certain are going to end up on the or one of them will end up on the premium card. And then another one, that I will most certainly be playing is, at the very least, a strong lean, maybe a half unit play. But once I lock in that one for sure, I will make sure that the video goes live. So if you are new here, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, again, there's no set time that these videos come out when they do. So you want to make sure that you get the video the second that it comes out, that you can watch it, get the information, get your wagers in, and be able to benefit off of them absolutely free. Case in point, everybody that's been watching me, whether it be for the last 4 years or for the last 4 weeks, you guys know that I am the king of underdogs. And when it comes to being able to call an upset in any sport, I am the guy. But especially, when it comes to obviously everybody knows I'm the MLB king. That, hasn't changed, will never change. And everybody knows that outside of that, my clients probably look forward most to college basketball. I have clients that really look forward to NHL. But, just as we saw last week, I called, and I do, what I'm giving you for free is just a little nugget, just a little hint of what you could be getting if you were on a membership and getting my premium and daily top plays every day, or better yet, an all access membership where you will also get, every game of the week, game of the month, and game of the year that I have in every sport. Over the past 10 days, just 10 days alone, I have given you some major upsets in multiple sports. One, North Carolina over Michigan in college basketball, a little over a week ago on that. I called Alabama upset in Georgia. Both of these, not only taking them plus the points, but taking them on the money line, all of which were at plus 200 and above. I also called earlier in the week the upset of Virginia in college basketball for James Madison to take them down, not just win, not just cover, but win outright. I also called last Friday, a week ago today, Boston College to upset Notre Dame as 6-point underdogs for them to cover as well as win the game outright, and they did it in blowout fashion. Every single one of those games, they won in blowout fashion. Alabama did it. James Madison did it, North Carolina did it, Boston College did it, and last night, case in point yet again, Iowa State, free play video. I gave you 3 free plays yesterday, all of them underdogs, and every single one of them cashed. Iowa State to take down Iowa, not just cover, but win outright. So we took Iowa State plus 5.5. We also took Iowa State on the money line yesterday on the free play at plus 185. Some people said they got it even higher than that, so congrats if you did. And then I also told you that the LA Kings yesterday, they were rather small underdogs. You were only going to be getting about plus $1.05, plus $1.10 to take them on the money line. We went one better, took them in regulation to win outright at plus $1.70. And guess what? Not only did they do it, they blew the absolute doors off of them, winning 4-0, making it look easy. So just the free plays, guys. That goes to show you, if that's what I'm giving you for free, just think what you will be getting if you paid a little bit of money and got on a membership. Membership starting at 3 days for as little as $49. Now, we'll talk about games of the week, games of the month, games of the year. Those are our highest rated games in any sport, and you cannot get those with any membership except for an all-access membership. If you're a 30-day all-access member or whether you're a 1-year all-access member, you can get those included. If you are not on one of those are plays that you have to purchase separately. They have not ever been included. They will not ever be included. You will always have to purchase them separately unless you're an all-access member. So that's something to keep in mind, because right now Jerry does have a game of the week like I spoke about yesterday, and that one is not a game that goes tonight. It is a game that goes this weekend, so you still have plenty of time to jump on as far as, time before the game starts. But again, you want to get on as early as possible to avoid and prevent getting any line movement or the odds changing. So that way you make sure you get the best value for money, you get the best odds possible, and you have the biggest edge and the best value going into this game. You can go ahead and get it. If you're an all-access member, then that means you've already gotten the play, you've already locked your wager in, you're good to go. If you're not an all-access member, congrats to everyone that's already jumped on the pass since yesterday when it was released. You guys have already locked your wagers in, and you are good to go. If you have not, go to chasewins.com, go to the purchase page. The very top package you will see, it'll say Jerry's Game of the Week. It's a measly $50. $50 to get a play that you can step out on and absolutely destroy your book with. Now, you say, well, it's still $50. What if, God forbid, it were to lose? We have you covered. We have the best pure profit guarantee in the business. We make sure that no matter what you buy, whether it be a game of the week, a game of the month, a 3-day pass, a 1-month pass, a 1-year pass, that you turn profit, or else we extend you. No questions asked. So you pay $50, and God forbid this game were to lose, no worries. You get 3 days of all plays, not just one play to make up for a loss, not just a day of plays. You get 3 days of not just Jerry's plays, of my plays as well, in all sports, and this is every premium play and every daily top play for 3 full days. No questions asked if this game were to lose, but it's not going to lose. Go there, spend the $50, go ahead and get locked in, and boom. What are you going to do? It's easy. It's easy money, guys. Now, what we are going to do as well, since it is the 10th day of December, I am going to give you a 10% off coupon, and this 10% off coupon will work for anything at the site, whether it be a daily top play pass, whether it be, a 3-day pass, a 7-day pass, a 30-day pass, a 1-year all access pass. You can save $500 on that package if you wanted it. The only thing it does not work on is the game of the weeks, because again, that pure profit guarantee comes with it, and of course that is the highest rated games that we have. But while you're at the site spending that $50 and you want to get tonight's action, because tonight I've got action going, Jerry's got action going in NHL, he's got soccer action. I also think that he has NCAA basketball action. You guys know I'm going to have NCAA basketball action. As of this moment, I've got 5 picks locked in for NCAA. Now again, there's still a lot of time left. I mean, we've got, almost 12 hours before any of these games go off. 13 hours, take that back. And again, this video won't be out for a while, but by the time you're seeing this, you'll want to jump on, and guess what? There is a top play in there as well. I also have NBA action. I also have probably the biggest night of NHL that we've had so far this season. This is, more action in the NHL than on any other given day so far this NHL season. You guys know what we do in NHL, so it's going to be a big night. You can get on a 3-day pass, which gives you every premium and daily top play for myself and for Jerry for the next 3 days for only $49. And you can use the 10% off coupon code. That 10% off coupon code is Xmas. So as in Christmas, the letter X, MAS, so just the abbreviation for Christmas, and then the number 10, 10, X, the letter M, the letter A, the letter S, the number 1, and the number 0, all lowercase. Enter it at checkout. It will work on any package at the site except for the game of the week. Make sure you jump on that. So for $100 plus you remove your 10% on the one. So for $95 you could get Jerry's Game of the Week, and you could also get every other premium and daily top play from myself and for Jerry by going to the website and hopping on the 3-day pass as well as the game of the week. You don't want to jump on a multi-day pass just yet. You just want to see what we've got going on for tonight, but you want the game of the week? Well, go jump on the game of the week. And as of right now, if you are seeing this video, that means that I have not only locked in one, but I have locked in two daily top plays for Friday night. And you can get the daily top play pass. Usually they're $25 a piece. Right now you can get it two for the price of one. Just buy the daily top play pass at $25. You will get both of those daily top plays. And again, you can use that 10% off coupon code as well and then save yourself a few bucks. So you'll be spending literally less than $75 to get two daily top plays to step out on for Friday night, as well as a huge step out game for this weekend on Jerry's Game of the Week. Now, real quick, everybody's been asking because we have had multiple games of the week. We just cashed one less than a week ago in college basketball. When the next one will be. Now, I'm looking into a game for tomorrow. And I do believe that unless something, drastic changes, that we will have, at the very least, a game of the week that we can release for tomorrow, for Saturday. But as of right this moment, with every bit of information that I've gathered, it's leaning more towards like it's going to be well into game of the month territory. And so we might have our very first NCAA basketball game of the month of this season being released tomorrow. I'm going to be working on this late into the night tonight. So if that game does get locked in, whether it's game of the week, game of the month, doesn't matter, it will be released late on Friday night. Everybody will get an email blast. We'll throw it up on social media so everybody sees. And then on the next video, we'll announce it. But make sure that you're on that stuff so you get early notification of it. That way you can get on it early. You avoid any type of line movement. And you can lock in a huge game of the month. And you could end up making more money in a weekend than you've made in the last year investing in sports just off of what we've got over the course of the next 72 hours with just a handful of plays. So make sure you go do that. Let's get on a recap real quick of what we did last night. Again, Iowa State. I called that one last night. Another upset. Iowa State plus 5.5. That was an easy winner. It was never in doubt. It was never in question. And it was one of those things where I don't know who came up with the line, but they were wrong from the jump. So we took Iowa State plus 5.5. That was a premium play. They covered. I also gave it to you for free. Also told you to take Iowa State plus 185 on the money line. They blew Iowa out, so another easy win there. We had Seton Hall on the money line minus $1.20, a nice winner there. We had Nicholls State minus 19. That one did not come through. They could have won that one. I don't know why they started pulling people as early as they did. But, hey, sometimes you got to take a loss. We took Hampton plus 4. It was a nice outright winner. We had Pittsburgh plus 4. Don't know why Colgate was favored there despite the record. Pittsburgh not only covered, they won outright as well as Hampton did. So 2 more underdogs cashing right there. We had Grand Canyon, Arizona State over 131 points. That one did not come through. Scored 129, and there was over 40 seconds of teams holding the ball in the last 2 minutes. Just like dead holding the ball, doing nothing. So we were literally a bucket away from cashing that ticket, and it was the equivalent of being 1 bucket away, 40 seconds left, and nobody taking a shot for 40 seconds. So that one was gut-wrenching to take, knowing that at the very least we should have pushed. But, as that game was winding down and it was close as it was, I was more than confident we were going to cash that ticket. But unfortunately, we dropped it by a bucket. But again, cashed all of our underdogs. We did drop NC State minus 24. I don't know what was going on with them. They could have won that one too, started pulling players way too early. But again, with all the underdogs hitting, we didn't fare too bad there. We get in, like we said, we went 5-0 in underdogs yesterday. Hampton plus 4 outright winner. Pittsburgh plus 4 outright winner. We had Iowa State plus 5.5 outright winner, as well as we took them on the money line plus 185. And then we also took the LA Kings yesterday in regulation plus $1.70 as an underdog. And that one was a 4-0 complete shutout. So underdogs yesterday, 5 of them released, a clean 5-0 sweep with 2 huge plus money plays. Congratulations to everyone. We did drop the Ducks and the Blue Jackets yesterday over, so that one right there was hard to take. I was just on the wrong side of that one. NBA, we went 1-0, swept the board. The San Antonio Spurs, we took a -125 on the money line. Easy win there. And then we also had if you listen to any expert or these NFL gurus out there and ESPN, they were trying to sell you the Steelers. And by God, they were trying to sell you the under. They were telling you that, the total was sitting at 43 at the time. They were trying to sell it to you that this game wouldn't, hit 40 with a miracle. That this game was going to be something that ended up well under 30 points, and if you bet the over, you were a sucker and just like losing money. Well, they were wrong. Everybody was wrong, and we knew it from the start because this was the perfect spot to take both of these teams over based on the style of offense each team plays and where each team's defense struggles. We took over 44 points. It was an easy win, never in doubt. It got upwards of the 60s, so a nice easy win there. So sweeping the board in the NFL and then in the NBA, hitting all 5 of our underdogs. And all in all, it was an exciting day, and it was one of those days that, you always have in the back of your mind and you enjoy. So now getting into Friday, again, we've got NCAA basketball action, we've got NBA, we've got NHL, there's soccer action, there's everything. One of the underdogs I want you to look at for tonight is Vanderbilt. And let me just make sure that this line hasn't changed. Let's see. No, it hasn't. So right now, Loyola Chicago is still laying 5 points against Vanderbilt. And truth be told, Loyola Chicago is the better team than Vanderbilt. But Vanderbilt's got one of those weird home court advantages. I don't even want to call it an advantage, but it's one of those things that Loyola Chicago doesn't get really used to. While they have a decent home presence, you look at everyone else in the Mo Valley, you look at Wisconsin, Green Bay, like teams like that, they're not used to that big time basketball. And while for the longest time the SEC had no presence in college basketball outside of Kentucky, it's come a long way to now where the SEC is just, there's just as much focus and eyeballs on the SEC that there is the ACC. Now, is Vanderbilt in that mix? No. You're talking about Auburn, you're talking about Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, teams like that. But Vanderbilt has come a long way in what they have, the commitments they've made to their organization. Bringing Jerry Stackhouse, former Tar Heel. I'm not the biggest Jerry Stackhouse fan, but he is a Tar Heel, and obviously he knows the game of basketball better than 99% of people who think they know the game of basketball. So when you talk about something like that, that's where you have this overwhelming advantage most of the time, where even if you're going out there and playing a team that on paper is better than you, but you have any type of edge in any significant part of the game, having a mind like Jerry Stackhouse there, along with the crew that he brought, all of those coaches are his coaches. That's where you get an upper hand, and Vanderbilt can walk out of there looking like they should have been favored by 10 from the get-go. Is Loyola Chicago the better team all around? Yes, but not by 5 points. I would say on any given night, Loyola Chicago, if this game were, on their turf, I would say they'd be 3 to 3.5 point favorites. Now you factor in the fact that they have those edges like Jerry Stackhouse, you're going to bring back a couple of points. So they're going to be, a 1 to 1.5 point favorite. But then the fact that you give them the home court advantage, and the fact that this is 2 different dynamics of basketball, being a power conference versus, a mid-major in the Missouri Valley, it shifts back, a few points, even making it to where in this spot, I believe Vanderbilt should be the one favored by 2 or 3 points. So because of that, we're catching 5. I'm gladly going to take Vanderbilt plus the 5. And this is another one. Now, again, if there's any one of these upsets that I've called over the past 10 days where the underdog should lose outright, even though I think they'll cover, this one would be it. But I'm telling you right now, if Vanderbilt plays for 40 full minutes, they're going to win this game, and they're going to do it, and it's going to look like they should have been 10-point favorites from the beginning. So, and that because we're getting plus $1.80, I want you to make a normal wager on Vanderbilt plus 5, and then take about a half unit, make a strong lean, and a secondary play on Vanderbilt outright on the money line at plus $1.80. And then the other one that I want you to look at, I won't get too in-depth in this one. I just think the line's wrong. I think that it should have opened at 6. Let money push it to 6.5. but it opened up at 6, and money actually pushed it in reverse down to 5.5. Everybody's taking the under here on the Jets, Winnipeg Jets and the Vancouver Canucks tonight, 10 p.m. in the NHL, sitting at 5.5 right now. The over is minus $1.20. The odds makers are trying to make you think that people are taking the over. It's an overwhelming about 80% margin, money and tickets-wise, on the under for this game. I'm going opposite. I'm going over 5.5 goals, laying the $1.20, and that also is going to be on the card tonight if nothing changes. So your 3 free plays, if you are seeing this, Vanderbilt +5, minus $1.10 tonight in college basketball. The Winnipeg Jets and the Vancouver Canucks over 5.5 goals at minus $1.20 in the NHL. And then your third and final play, which will be your half unit lean, if you will, is in college basketball. Vanderbilt outright on the money line to beat Loyola Chicago at home at plus $1.80. Go to chasewins.com, jump on a pass, get on Jerry's Game of the Week. And guys, stop being foolish. Stop wasting your money. Come get with a service that